processing the last 5 days with the loss of someone you were so close to?
It's been tough. Just trying to be around my family and teammates as much as possible. Just remembering him, telling stories about him, and do different things like that. And just not try to run away from it, but just try to embrace it and talk about what I'm going through with the people close to me.
Do you have a story about Decky or something he would always tell you?
No, Decky was always joyful. He was an extremely nice guy, but he had a nice way of being brutally honest. We would have our pregame talks before every game. He would let me know how I was playing, and one I always remember was his English wasn't always the best, so he didn't know how to sugarcoat anything. And anytime I wasn't being aggressive, I wasn't rebounding or boxing out, he'd tell me, "Don't." It's a cuss word, but I wouldn't say it. But don't be soft. And he would say an explicit word though, and I would always tell him, "You're the only person I let talk to me like this." So he was always a guy that he made my job a lot easier. I try to take pride in coming in and having a positive attitude and energy. And the days that I would come in feeling a little down or negative or upset about my play, I would see his face and like, man, all right, he's always happy. He kind of was always had a positive influence on me.
Steve just dropped the MF in here, so I think it would have been okay if you cursed. What was today like for you? I mean, Steve said that you guys watched the tribute videos coming out of Belgrade, but as someone who worked one-on-one with Decky, I saw you were shooting on a different hoop than normal. How was today for you?
It definitely was a little different. It could be all fun. You just kind of forget about it when you're at home, but then you got to come to work and got to get a whole new routine, a whole different vibe to practice. Not having him here, he was an integral part of our team, an integral part of my day-to-day routine. So it's definitely different. Seeing that the tribute they did it over there in Serbia was it gave me chills to see that. He was a super humble guy. I kind of knew that he was really, really good, but to see the way they celebrated him and honored him, it kind of changed my perspective. Like, all right, he was kind of sugarcoating who he really was over there. He didn't ever like talking about himself and his accolades and what he did. I had to kind of do my own research to ask the players about how good he was. So to see him get honored like that is amazing, and hopefully we can. It's gonna be tough to live up to that, but hopefully we can do the same thing in Memorial.
He was brought here to work with big men like you. What's the biggest lesson that you've learned from him over the two seasons that you worked with him?
Just more of a mentality, not settling for just being average, being elite, being great at something. I had my best 2 years of my career playing under his coaching and getting advice from him. So, the things that he taught me, I'm going to continue to carry on over, and pass on to Trace. He was working with all of us. So, Dario, we're going to keep, playing the right way, playing the way he would want us to play. But it's a lot of things I learned from him, and that, maybe these last 2 years special for me. We was able to win a championship together. Memories like that you'll never forget.
Kevon, my condolences to you. When you think about, you just mentioned wanting to play right for Decky and wanting to carry on his legacy in that way, it makes sense to talk about the basketball element, but from a life perspective, off the court, how do you want to honor Decky and all he taught you?
Like I said, he was always a positive person. He came in, even if he had a down day, he wouldn't show it. He came in, he was super positive, always full of energy. He was a nice guy, but he wasn't a nice guy. Like I said, he's always honest. He was always truthful. He was somebody I can always go to and say, hey man, what you think about this on and off the court? He would always have advice for me, and that's something I want to be able to do, to come in to work and be that same positive, joyful energy. I try my best to do that already, but I kind of had help having him here, but just trying to carry that on. That it's a blessing to be here every day, and it's a blessing to be able to come to work and do something that you love, and so I'm trying to honor him that way.
Loon, what was that first couple of days like for you? Because I know the team was obviously in a really kind of a shocked and distressed state. What was it like for you those first couple of days, and where are you now?
The first couple of days was more of a shock than anything. You hear it's an emergency, you don't know what's going on, and So it was more just a shock, and then come through with a lot of pain. The last couple of days just been a little weird, just reminiscing, trying to surround yourself with love and family. So that's what I've been trying to do, to come in here and, getting some individual work and some practice with the guys. It's weird not having here, but it's also just nice to have, the guys that you go to war with every day supporting you. We all in this together, and it's not like we all had to suffer just by ourselves. So it makes it a little bit easier. It's something that we got to keep dealing with. It's something that is still fresh, but as long as we stay together, we'll be able to, heal.
How would you describe Decky to someone who never met him?
I would describe him as he was just so positive and joyful. That was the first thing that I would use to describe him, and he's really truthful. Those are three things that he was truly authentic. He wasn't trying to be nobody else. He wasn't hiding who he was. Every day you walk in, he was positive. So I always just say he's a positive, authentic person, and he was a teacher. And he's somebody that loves to teach. And he loves to spread his knowledge and his love.
Earlier, you used the word weird to describe the last couple of days. Yeah. Very unusual to obviously have an 8-day break. Extraordinary circumstances. But how do you, as you start to turn your attention back to basketball, how do you sort of get back going for Wednesday's game, given this unusual long break?
We just take it day by day. Basketball is the fun part of our lives, getting on the court and competing. That's what we all here as a family to do. Something that brought us all together, and we, through basketball, we was able to build different type of relationships and different type of friendships with different people. So I'm looking forward to just be able to get to the game and just be able to play. I know it's gonna be weird to build up to it, but I just want to be able to get back on the court, trying to get lost in my love for the game, and and think about all the memories and teachings that he gave me, and just try to honor him that way, best way I know how. So I'm looking forward to the games, and get some level of normalcy back will be good, but it's gonna be tough, and you just gotta take it day by day.